Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about monogamy and sexual conflict, including some extra pair copulations, their pros and cons with respect to the genetic makeup, mate guarding, mate interference, then sperm competition. And now we are going to have some discussion about polyandry and polygamy. Polyandry means when a female mates with multiple males in a breeding season. Poly mean multiple, many, or androus refers to the males. When multiple males they are involved in a mating with a single female in a breeding season of the animal, that is called polyandry condition. If there is polyandrous condition, the genetic makeup of the offspring that they produce does not correspond to that predicted by the last sperm precedence in the previous concept. By that we mean that the order in which the various males mate with her seems to have no relationship with any one male's likelihood of success. डेनेक्स के केस में हमने देखा था, जो पेस्टराइन बर्ड्स की एग्जांपल हम पढ़ रहे थे प्रीवियस लेक्चर में, कि अगर लास्ट मीटिंग की बात की जाए तो जो मेल लास्ट में मीटिंग शो करता है वो अपने स्पर्म्स को सक्सेसफुल बनाता है फॉर द मीटिंग पर्पस. लेकिन हमेशा ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि लास्ट जो मीटिंग हो उसी के स्पर्म्स जो है वो फर्टिलाइज करें. At the same time, however, the genetic makeup of the young is skewed very strongly in favor of one of the males. लेकिन ये भी होता है कि मल्टीपल मीटिंग्स में से किसी एक मेल के साथ जो जेनेटिक मेकअप है ज्यादा मैच कर रहा होता है. दैट मींस कि सिर्फ एक ही मेल के स्पर्म्स फर्टिलाइज होते हैं और इसकी चॉइस ऑब्वियसली फीमेल के पास होती है. दिस सजेस्ट दैट स्पर्म कंपटीशन इज अकरिंग इवन आफ्टर कॉपुलेशन इनसाइड द बॉडी ऑफ द फीमेल, कि कौन से स्पर्म जो है वो फर्टिलाइज करेंगे और कौन से स्पर्म जो है उनको इनहिबिट किया जाएगा. For example, in a species of sand lizard, Lacerta agilis, the reproductive biology of a Swedish population, of which has been the subject of research by Mats Olsson and his colleagues. Olsson found that more males a female lizard copulated with, the greater her reproductive success is. कि ज्यादा हेल्दी वो ऑफस्प्रिंग को प्रोड्यूस कर रही होगी जितने ज्यादा वो मेल इंडिविजुअल के साथ मेटिंग करती है. Through DNA analysis, he was able to elaborate that not only were the majority of the young sired by just one of the males, but also that the father was the male whose own genetic makeup differed most from that of the female. कि जिनमें जेनेटिक वेरिएशन ज्यादा थी जिस मेल की, ऑफस्प्रिंग्स उस मेल के साथ ज्यादा मैच कर रहे थे. The implication here is that in some way the female is by some as yet now unknown mechanism able to select the sperms that she uses from a sample of wider population in a way that maximizes her success by minimizing the risk of inbreeding. Inbreeding के बजाय वो किसी population में genetic में जिसमें वेरिएशन हो जिस genetic makeup में, उस genetic makeup को select करने की ability females के पास. While making observations on mating behavior of another species of the reptile, the dragon lizard, Olsen and his co-worker, they have found male behavior that might go some way towards improving the chances of a male when it comes to the sperm competition. वो क्या है थी? They noted that males copulated for up to 60% longer when they had recently seen their partner mate with another male than they did when they had no information about the recent sexual behavior of the female. कि जब वो किसी और मीटिंग को ऑब्जर्व करते हैं तो ज्यादा देर तक मीटिंग करेंगे ताकि उनके स्पर्म्स के फर्टिलाइजेशन के चांसेस ज्यादा हों. In this species, a longer copulation period results in a larger ejaculate, perhaps increasing the male chances of fertilizing the female eggs. तो ये एक बिहेवियर हो सकता है. इसी तरह सेक्स रोल रिवर्सल पॉलीएंड्री एक बिहेवियर ऑब्जर्व किया गया है स्पॉटेड सैंड पाइपर्स में. ज्यादातर स्पीशीज में क्या होता है कि आफ्टर लेइंग एग मेल ऑफस्प्रिंग, मेल ऑर्गेनिज्म, मेल पार्टनर उस पेयर को लीव करता है और कोई दूसरा पेयर ज्वाइन कर लेता है. बट इन दिस केस फीमेल दे ज्वाइन द नेक्स्ट पेयर आफ्टर लेइंग 4 eggs, और जो पेरेंटल केयर है एग्स की इंक्यूबेशन का जो काम है दैट इज कैरिड आउट बाय द मेल. Female birds, they effectively behave in a very male way. इसको इसी reference से कहा गया. Female birds, they arrive on their spring breeding grounds in advance of the males and compete with one another to establish territories. Females, when the males do begin to arrive, the females, the best of which may attract first one and then a second to be their mate, actively court them. एक के बाद जो है वो दूसरे मेल के साथ मेटिंग करते हैं. लेकिन इनका जो क्लच साइज है, जब ये एग प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, वो यूजुअली 4 eggs होते हैं, as shown in the picture on the right side. When they hatch, young sandpipers are precocious, by which we mean that they are able to look after themselves to some degree. They are mobile, इसलिए both parentals की बजाय उसमें single male parent की जो parental care है, that is enough. But why is it that female that deserts the male rather than the other way around? कि usually तो male leave कर रहे होते हैं. इस केस में अगर वो प्रिकॉशनल बर्ड्स हैं भी, तो फिर फीमेल क्यों लीव कर रही है क्लच को, या फीमेल क्यों लीव करती है? In addition to having precocial young, two further factors probably explain this scenario. Number one, the sex ratio in this species is slightly male biased. That means a deserting female will have a good chance of attracting a second mate. कि मेल जो है वो ज्यादा है, फीमेल्स कम है इनके अंदर. But it is likely that a deserting male wouldn't. उसको जो है वो opposite member मिलने के chances, female मिलने के chances कम है. Secondly, female sandpipers, they are unable to increase their reproductive output by manipulating the size of clutch of eggs that they lay in the way that other birds species do. That means उनका clutch size smaller है. Sandpiper clutch is always having 4 eggs, regardless of the amount of food that is available to the female. जबकि बाकी एनिमल्स में ये वेरी कर सकता है. So, by amending her first mate and laying 4 more eggs with her second mate, a female spotted sandpiper can double her own reproductive success. लेकिन ये deserted male के हवाले से क्या है? He probably has little option but to grin and bear it. कि उसके पास जो है वो option नहीं है कि वो second, या ज्यादा options नहीं है कि वो second female को join करे. After all, if he deserts the clutch too, the best he could hope for would be to mate with another female who would lay 4 eggs, and then in all probability she would desert him too. कि second female ने भी leave कर जाना और फिर उसको parental care देनी पड़ेगी 4 eggs की. There is some evidence, however, that the female's first partner may in fact enjoy greater success than we expect. DNA analysis has revealed that because the female stores sperms for initial pairing and may use them to fertilize her second clutch as well. It may be the second male who cares for the chicks of the first. इस sperms उसने जो पहले से स्टोर किए हुए थे, उनको fertilize करके भी वो second clutch के eggs जो है वो produce कर सकती है. In this way, the female makes the best use of genetic resources available to her, और male जो है वो limited रहते हैं एक clutch तक ही इस केस में. Then polygamy is a condition in which one male fertilizes or mates with multiple females, for example, marine iguanas of the Galapagos Islands. They aggregate to form larger colonies, often more than 1,000 individuals on the shore adjacent to good feeding grounds. इसको हम पहले भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं iguanas के हवाले से. From October to January each year, the male iguanas compete to divide the colony into small but fiercely defended territories on which they actively court females. And to ensure high degree of reproductive synchrony, copulation of the colony occur over just a few days in January. थोड़ा सा duration होता है जिसमें copulations हो रही होती हैं. This reduces the impact of predators upon the emerging young and reduces the probability that females will accidentally dig up one another's nest sites whilst laying their own eggs. मतलब इसमें इनको 2 फायदे होते हैं. एक तो प्रेडेटर से बचने के चांसेस बढ़ेंगे, दूसरा एक दूसरे के लिए नेस्ट बिल्डिंग हो जाएगी उस लिमिटेड टाइम. पॉलीगैमी डिफेंस से रिलेटेड भी हो सकती है और रिसोर्स बेस्ड भी हो सकती है, जैसा कि हमने प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स में देखा. थ्रू ऑब्जर्वेशंस ऑफ सच कॉलोनी, Christina Friedrich has demonstrated that while female iguanas will mate with only one male during a season, males, however, will actively court and attempt to mate with as many females as possible. If figure 8.7 में show किया गया, some males are more successful than others. if they're having more copulations. Number of males and number of copulations they have been shown. Most male marine iguanas achieve relatively few copulations. ज्यादा मेल्स हैं तो उनकी copulations usually कम है, लेकिन चंद मेल्स हैं उनकी copulations ज्यादा हैं और larger number of times के लिए. Male iguanas do not restrict the movement of females in the colony, and each female may make use of the territories of the several males. Some they use as resting territories in which they bask during the day and retreat into crevices at night. Others they use as transit territories through which they move in a route to and from their seaweed feeding grounds. कुछ feeding के लिए, कुछ basking के लिए, resting territories वो different use कर रही होती हैं females. So what makes a male successful? Before answering this question, consider the apparently similar mating system of another coastal breeder. Yeah, elephant seal, Myronga angustiostris. A male success is determined by his size and strength. This species, like the iguana, has a short breeding season, and the male animals compete to defend areas of beach in which the groups of females first give birth to their young and then very quickly remate. Only the very largest male seals can successfully defend the females on his area of the beach from his competitors. This is called a defense-based polygamy, where a male is defending the females and mating with multiple females. These beach masters, as they are now, represents a small proportion of the total seal population, and even then just 4% of them account for more than 85% of populations that take place. So, what makes the male successful, more successful? Is it size and strength only, or are there other factors as well? In the case of both the seals and the iguanas, it is defensive abilities of the male that enables him to be a polygamist. In the case of iguana, defense of a resource essential to the females enables a male to attract multiple mates as well. For example, in case of iguanas, दो factors होते हैं जो females जिसकी वजह से mate करती है male के साथ. एक तो larger size है, दूसरा वो males जो ऐसी positions पे, ऐसी territory में settle down होते हैं, चाहे उनका size smaller भी है, लेकिन वो ऐसी पोजीशन पे सेटल डाउन है जहां पे फूड रिसोर्सेज मोर इजीली अवेलेबल हैं, ज्यादा अवेलेबल हैं, तो वहां पर भी देखा गया कि फीमेल जो है वो ज्यादा मीटिंग शो करती है. तो ये दो सोर्सेज हो सकते हैं, एक तो लार्जर साइज डिफेंस में, दूसरा जो है वो रिसोर्स बेस्ड भी. तो रिसोर्स डिफेंस पोलीगाइनी भी है, और सिंपली जो है वो डिफेंस बेस्ड जो पोलीगाइनी कंडीशन है ये भी मौजूद हो सकती है. When to be polygamous? Female elephant seals and marine iguanas can afford to be the mates of a polygamous male because in terms of reproductive effort, they expect nothing more from the male than good quality sperm with which to fertilize their eggs. But as we have seen, there are many cases where a female needs more from her mate. Book examples हैं. Why then would she apparently choose to share him if doing so means that she will pay a cost, as apparently happens in the case of a pied flycatcher? Typically, male pied flycatcher establish a woodland territory to which they attract a female. कि male जो है वो nest building करते हैं. Then, when his primary mate is incubating her eggs, he establishes a second territory and attracts a second mate. He abandons this female when her clutch is complete and returns to his primary mate to help her to rear her young. कि पहले जब वो second mating करेंगे, फिर जब primary mate तक आएंगे. Secondary mate receives no assistance when raising her chicks. It would seem from figure 8.8 that while the cost to the primary female is probably negligible, the secondary female pays a real cost, raising on average over only 60% as many chicks as monogamous female. कि polygamous females और monogamous females के केस में success ratio जो है वो नोट की गई है. For everything that we have discussed so far, we should be surprised that a secondary female accept this situation, the relative success of monogamous and polygamous pied flycatcher females. पोलीगैमस फीमेल्स की जो सक्सेस रेशियो आपको यहाँ पर कम इसलिए नजर आ रही है बिकॉज दे आर हैविंग no partner to rear their chicks. Polygamous female success rates are expressed relative to that of the monogamous female. Monogamous female की रेशियो इसलिए ज्यादा है कि उसमें पेरेंटल केयर मेल फीमेल दोनों बर्ड्स की साइड से, दोनों बर्ड्स के एंड से मिल रही होगी. In 1969, Gordon Orioles proposed a graphical model to explain the conditions under which the scenario could be explained. His polygyny threshold model. ये क्या है जी? polygyny threshold model suggests that a female should sample the territories of the available mated and unmated males, and she then should then only choose to be the second mate if an already mated male, if by doing so she will achieve greater reproductive success. Then she to join an unmated male on a poorer territory. अगर टेरिटरी फाइन है, उसमें फूड रिसोर्सेज ज्यादा हैं और उसको लगता है कि वहां पे सक्सेस ज्यादा मिलेगी डिस्पाइट बीइंग मोनोगेमस, एक पूरर मेल जिसके पास टेरिटरी इतनी फाइन नहीं है, उसके साथ मेटिंग करने के बाद फूड ही अगर अवेलेबल नहीं है तो प्रेफर करेगी बीइंग अ सेकंड फीमेल. The polygyny threshold model, a female has the choice of settling on territory B, monogamy, or joining a pair on territory A, polygyny. दोनों ऑप्शंस हैं. अगर वो polygyny पेयर बनाती है तो इसका मतलब उसको वहां पे कुछ एडवांटेज नजर आया, that is having more resources. Female reproductive success varies with territory quality. As you can see over here, in this case, it's a threshold level. Polygamy threshold level and polygyny second females. If the difference in quality exceeds the polygyny threshold, a female should choose polygyny. Otherwise, अगर food resources limited हैं, तो वो pair, वो individuals monogamous pair के तौर पे ही survive करेंगे. There is some evidence from the studies involving populations of great reed warblers shown on the left and indigo bunting shown on the right that suggests that female birds do behave in a way that supports the model. In both cases, monogamous female did only marginally better in terms of chicks produced per season than did polygamous females. Mean के सिर्फ monogamous होना ही preferable नहीं होता हमेशा, better resources होना ये भी एक successful strategy की base हो सकता है. Here is the concept of deceitful males. Female pied flycatchers, it would appear, are not therefore behaving in a manner consistent with the polygyny threshold model. In fact, it seems highly likely that these females are taken in by deceitful males and that they are not aware that they are settling down with an already mated individuals. For example, male waits until his female is nest bound before searching for another mate, and he will travel much distance up to 3.5 kilometers rather than establishing his second territory close to his first. ये distance choose करने की क्या reason हो सकती है? For her part, the secondary female seems unable to discriminate between a mated male and an unmated one, even when to do so would clearly benefit her. Here is another system which is leg-based polygyny. Leg क्या चीज होती है? It's a traditional display area where groups of males aggregate and defend often tiny territories on which they display. और females इस sites को visit करके males को select करते हैं. Males इसमें सिर्फ जो है वो sperm provide करेंगे और further कोई उनका जो है वो parental care के तौर पे territory को protect करने में कोई role नहीं होगा. ये display sites जहाँ पे males अपने आप को display करते हैं, they are known as legs. And as mating system, lekking is comparatively rare, but has evolved in a wide range of taxa or wide range of animal phyla. For example, birds and insects account for the majority of known lekking species. 200 से ज़्यादा species हैं उनकी तकरीबन जो lekking show करती हैं. A common feature of all leks is that only one or a few males will get to mate with the females, and the majority of the displaying animals will have no luck at all. So why do males join leks? Why indeed does lekking happen at all? कि अगर सिर्फ चंद एक मेल्स को ही जो बेटर चांसेस वाले हैं, बेटर ट्रेड्स वाले हैं, उन्हीं को अगर चांसेस मिल रहे हैं, तो फिर बाकी मेल्स लेक को ज्वाइन क्यों करते हैं? इसमें डिफरेंट मॉडल्स प्रेजेंट किए गए हैं, जिसका मतलब ये है कि शायद वो अपने पार्टनर या रिलेटिव या किन्स को हेल्प कर रहे होते हैं। 4 मेन थ्योरीज हैं जो लेक्स बेस सिस्टम को, लेग बेस polygamous सिस्टम को एक्सप्लेन करती हैं। नंबर 1, हॉटस्पॉट मॉडल. It suggests that the males congregate at a physical location that is often visited by females, thereby maximizing their chances to meet. इसमें सेकंड हमारे पास जो मॉडल है हॉटस्पॉट मॉडल के अलावा इसमें एग्जांपल्स हमारे पास कुछ फिश स्पीशीज की, और इसी तरह ये एक बर्ड स्पीशीज शोन ऑन द राइट साइड, इनके अंदर भी जो है यही हॉटस्पॉट मॉडल फॉलो होता है. एंड फर्दर prediction that one could make based on the hotspot model is that males choose to form a lek around a high quality male because doing so will increase their own chances of mating. And it has been shown that in some species male with display territories adjacent to that of alpha male do have slightly better success than do males on the sides or edge of lek. Lex, female preference model suggests that legs evolve in response to the female lead to compare a number of potential mates quickly in order to reduce the duration of the stage of reproductive process to minimize exposure to the danger, ताकि एक ही जगह पे choice available और easily जो है वो mating successfully carry out की जा सके. After all, if females are attracted to displaying males, probably so are their predators as well. If females do prefer situations that enable them to compare a number of males simultaneously, rather than by visiting a number of solitary males in sequence, we would expect a positive correlation between the number of females visiting a leg and leg size. कि जितना ज़्यादा leg size होगा, उतनी ही success ratio increase करेगी. Second model है बेटा हमारे पास ये kin selection model, कि ऐसा भी होता है sometime एक इंडिविजुअल सिर्फ इसलिए लेग को ज्वाइन करता है ताकि वो अपने किसी काउंटर पार्ट को किसी बेटर ट्रेट वाले कजन, ब्रदर या इस तरह के रिलेटिव मेल को हेल्प आउट कर सके, क्योंकि जितना ज्यादा लार्जर लेग होगा फीमेल्स उतनी ज्यादा उस तरफ अट्रैक्टेड होंगी. सो किन सिलेक्शन मॉडल भी है एक, और एक है हमारे पास ब्लैक होल मॉडल. ब्लैक होल मॉडल प्रपोजेस दैट फीमेल्स हैव अ प्रेफरेंस फॉर नाइदर साइज नॉट टाइप ऑफ मेल बट रादर दैट females tend to be mobile and mate whenever legs may be located. कि legs जब भी नजर आ जाए तो mating शो होगी. इससे leg को सिर्फ शो करना एक जो है वो हमारे पास इसकी रीजन हो सकती है कि leg वहां पे मौजूद हो. And kin selection model ये जो है वो suggest that even males may benefit by not mate without mating. भी जो है males को benefit मिल सकता है if their relatives they are mating, तो उनके genes somehow आगे पास हो जाएंगे. The paradox of the leg. Leg behavior has traditionally been viewed as presenting us with something of a paradox. If all of the females visiting the leg choose to mate with the same male, it seems reasonable for us to assume that they all prefer the same male trait. As males without preferred trait will leave few offsprings, but males with the trait will produce many replicas of themselves. We might also assume that the net result will be a reduction in genetic variation in the preferred trait. In fact, ultimate consequence of the scenario could be a complete loss of variation in the trait. And if this happened, we might expect to see a loss of choice in the females. And if females no longer need to be choosy, the leg no longer needs to exist. But of course they do, hence the paradox. Due to recent advances in the study of genetics, a number of plausible explanations for the apparent paradox have presented themselves. A number of researchers working on a range of lekking species have stated there is in fact a greater degree of genetic variation in sexually selected traits than in the case of non-sexual traits. And as we have seen to be the case in so many of the examples of reproductive behavior that we have considered, it may also be that there is simply more to lekking than we had realized. In a study of the buff-breasted sandpiper. Richard and his colleagues have shown that even though relatively few males are responsible for the majority of copulations, the females do mate with more than one male. कि वो एक ही मेल इसमें इन्वॉल्व नहीं होता, मल्टीपल इन्वॉल्व है. So they are having a genetic variability among the offsprings as well.